Man, Dak is back, which means Jerry Jones and Cowboys Nation can talk a lot of smack. But how fantasy football friendly are they? We about to discuss all of that. Let's go.
Holy shit.
What up, what up, what up, fantasy football friendly crew? You already know what it do. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What it do? Dilly dilly. Let's go. We had to break out the big boy can today because I feel like I'm going to do a lot of drinking. I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. Robbie J. Rum boys Robbie. We really about to discuss the Dallas Cowboys in a whole episode of Fantasy Football Friendly. Well, yeah, we got to. We're going to break down all 32 teams because you guys need to know who you need to go and get and who you need to be attacking in drafts and where they're going to be landing, all the ins and outs to make you guys all better fantasy football players. So we're going through all 32 teams during this series. You already know what to do. Make sure that you head on over to monkeyknifefight.com. First off, I just want to make sure that I remind all of you guys, we are sponsored by monkeyknifefight.com. Go ahead and check us out. Daily fantasy sports for the rest of us. I mean, out there, we got all the prop action. No matter what sport you are into, no matter what type of games you are into. I'm trying to get that pulled up for y'all. 1 second. Gotta love when it just doesn't want to work with me. So I mean, as you see, 2,500 weekly prize pool over there on Eagle Eye. So all of our PGA fans, if you just want to try out, Monkey Knife Fight, we're matching your very first deposit all the way up to $100. You just got to type in this promo code right here, promo code RUMBOYS in all caps. Once again, monkeyknifefight.com, promo code RUMBOYS. You can even download the Monkey Knife Fight app if you have iOS or Android. If you've got an iPhone or if you got an Android. Get in, touchdown dance, just right around the corner. Knockout Kings for all the UFC fans. Triple doubling. I know we got the NBA draft going down. NBA is going to be coming back soon. Home run blast for all you baseball fans. We got a little Pirates Brewers action tonight. Goal rush when it comes to soccer and so much more. Again, that is promo code RUMBOYS, spelled with a Z. We're matching your very first deposit all the way up to $100. Go ahead and get that value. Also would love to remind everyone about the SportsMe app. SportsMe, it is Sports You. If you guys have not already gone over there, made a SportsMe account, I really encourage you guys to, because that's an easy way that you're going to be able to get fantasy football advice from myself and other analysts across the industry. Real fans, real athletes, real sports talk. Get on over there, start up your own debates. Available on iOS and Android. 30-second quick click content. The hottest sports commentary on demand. Join the greatest conversations. Watch your favorite content creators go at it on hot topics. And you can even vote. We're getting ready to unleash some giveaways for you guys. Announcement coming this week. So get ready for real drama, real athletes, fans, and experts to debate your favorite topics. And like I said, I mean, look at some of those guys that you're able to debate. I mean, Taylor Gaffney. I mean, come on, Andrew Wiley, who wanted what to smoke with Andrew Wiley, or Ryan Hollins. We all want to smoke with this first take himself. So make sure you guys get on over to the SportsMe app. Drop your fantasy football questions over there. I'll be able to help you out. A lot of other analysts are going to be able to help you out over there. Troy King's on there. Nim Blue Numbers is on there. Real Deal HQ. We're taking your fantasy football questions. Let's get into this. Let's make it do what it do. Ladies and gentlemen, fantasy football friendly. And, of course, we got to start off with the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, Dakota Rain Prescott. Before I got to get into this, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls, what it do. Told y'all, drinking during this episode, for real, because we're talking about Dallas, right? Dak the Prescott, Rain Dakota Prescott, 134.6 fantasy points, right? In his 5 games played. Of course, he's coming off of that ankle. I know that we had a little bit of a scare a couple of days ago in regards to, the little shoulder strain. But then Dak came out and he said he's going to be fine. Prior to that, Dak was saying, "Hey, put me in, coach. Put me in, Mike. Let me spin. Let me go out there and get a couple of reps in the preseason." Listen, this guy was 151 for 22, 68% completion percentage for 1,856 yards and 9 touchdowns. We were already in 5 games talking about this guy to be the MVP of the league. Of the league. We were ready to crown Dakota after 5 games MVP of the freaking league. What do you think he's going to do if healthy a full 2021 season with an added extra game? Okay, so 17 games now. Look, Dakota, I get that you want to get out there and you want to spend, kid, but save it for the regular season. The Cowboys, Jerry, he's running around talking big shit, and he's like, we could go, we can let the guy let the guy play. Jerry is in Jerry's world in his mind. I think that he's getting up in that age where we're starting to see, old senile Jerry. Here you guys can go check it out. 2-3 in those 5 starts, but again, I mean, that's 68% completion percentage. This defense hasn't gotten a whole hell of a lot better, right? I know, they get the boy Michael Parsons and so on and so forth. This defense hasn't gotten a lot better. I still expect the offense to carry this team. I expect this to be a offense heavy team. This is a team that's is gonna be involved in a lot of shootouts. They're gonna be on the cusp of winning a lot of games. Within 4 points, 7 3 points. But I mean, Dallas, right? But we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. Like I said, 222 attempts, 151 or 151 completions, 68% completion percentage, all good for 134.6 fantasy points. If you're willing to bet on Dakota being healthy, okay, I just want to remind you guys, all right, in single QB formats, you can wait till the 4-12 or either the 5-1 and maybe grab them, right? You can wait in single QB formats to go and grab that. In Superflex, you're looking at no later realistically than the 2-8. How he went 2-8 and showed me the money. I mean, we had one guy go Devontae Adams at 1-7, and then it went Henry, Kamara, Taylor. I went at 11, Chubb, and then Zeke Elliott by our homie Scott Pike, Cooper's dad. So I mean, and then it resulted in Dakota falling all the way to the 2.8 because I mean we got Kelsey, Herbert, Jones, Wilson, Hill, Rodgers, Gibson, and then finally Dak goes at 2.8. That's not going to happen all the time in Superflex. You could see him go as early as 1.6. If it's going to go, Mahomes, Allen, Murray, CMC, Cook, boom, Dak's going to go right there. And then, of course, Henry's going to go right there. And then maybe, it's looking like that back end, what I'm seeing in drafts, the back end is becoming in redraft, in Superflex redraft, that back end is getting chock full of running backs. Everybody's going running backs at the end if they miss out on those main quarterbacks. Okay, if they miss out on Mahomes, Allen, Murray, Dak, Lamar, Herbert, then that's where they're going. Same thing in the other draft. Rodgers, Wilson, and Herbert all went before Prescott. So that's what the trend that we're looking at. I don't know if me personally, I am willing to take the gamble on Dak. I think if I'm at the beginning of Superflex drafts, I'm going to go QB first, or either I'm just going to, hopefully I'm at the anywhere between the 4 to the 7, and I can get Derrick Henry. And that's just always been me. Let's actually, as long as we're going to talk running backs, right? Let's go ahead and talk up one Ezekiel Elliott, or as I like to call the Cowboys backfield Ewok. He looks like a fucking Ewok. Let's just face it. It is what it is, and none of you are going to be able to convince me otherwise. And also, I mean, shout out to all the Star Wars fans out there, right? 171.7 fantasy points. He was all right last year. So Zeke kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. In his little 15 game stint, like 979 yards. So I mean, he wasn't 1,000 yard rusher, as usual. But I mean, there's no Dak there, right? There's no Dak. I mean, but shit. I mean, even in 10 games played, he had 983 back in 2017. But I mean, that's besides the point. Just in 2020, I mean, not 1,000 yard rusher. Or yeah, 200, 244 rushes. Just you want to you want to see Zeke like I feel like in order for Zeke to really eat, you want him in that upper echelon of like you want him around that 300 range. As we look at as we look at the stat sheet previously, right? Every time he's in the thousands, it's because he's touched the rock. 300 plus times. And that's what we're really wanting for Zeke. Now, we'll get into whether or not he'll be able to do this when we start getting the receivers, and we can kind of touch on it now. With this team having the receivers that they have, you kind of, and then also having a dynamic Tony Pollard in the backfield, who you should all definitely be watch listing, okay? Watch list. That's what I'm going to start doing from now on. When I bring up a guy that should be on the watch list, I'm going to go watch list. Shout out to the homie Dr. Dre and that track, The Watcher, for that inspiration. But I'm just not. I don't know if I'm completely sold on Zeke at a value of. Well, let's see where Zeke is going at like the 112. I mean, yeah, okay, I could see grabbing Zeke at the 112, or grabbing a quarterback at the 112, then grabbing Zeke at the 2-1. Right there at the back end. Yeah, he went 112 again. And it seems like that's where Zeke is going. I feel like I would take Zeke over Saquon, right? Like I would take Zeke over Saquon, and in both these drafts that I'm referring to, the Philanthropy Throwdown, which is our charity tournament, and then in Show Me the Money, our most recent current that draft is actually going right now, Superflex League. Yeah, I mean, Zeke went before Saquon. Actually, Saquon fucking fell in that one to 212. So he didn't even go until like, he probably even if that person wanted to even pick CH and then Saquon, he could have done that because it went Saquon then CH off that back end for the person that was drafted for the 1-on-1. I mean, CMC Saquon CEH, not a bad squad. But anyways, going back to Zeke. All right, sorry, getting focused. But this person here, both these guys going Zeke 112. I'm not hating it in single QB Zeke 110. I feel like I would probably go Chubb over Zeke. Still, maybe Zeke goes 111, 112 again. I feel like I might be okay with Zeke at 112. Or picking him up on the back end in the 2-1. It seems like that's what's happening in drafts based off of just what I'm looking at off of some active leagues that I'm in. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about Ezekiel Elliott. I think this offense is probably going to be a lot more pass happy, and just because the defense isn't. I don't think it has vastly improved. That offense is going to be on the field a whole hell of a lot more and passing hell of a lot more. It's where I think we could see another 900 or so yard season from Zeke. That's not, bad or anything. I mean, but he had 6 TDs. We want from our running back one, we want like 1,000 yards, 8 TDs, or like, 1,000 yards, 10, 12 TDs. That's what we're wanting, like 1,000 plus yards, 1,200 plus yards, you know, and anywhere between that 8 to double digits in touchdowns. Hell yeah, that's a model running back right there. And just Zeke was just a little hair short of that. He disappointed me from an RB1. For what you were getting out of an RB1, he was disappointing last year. But let's talk about these receivers because I'm super excited actually about these receivers. And the first one I'm going to get into is actually not even the guy. Well, all right, we'll go ahead and we'll just get into Cooper Scooper first, because this guy's numbers are actually impressive when you look at, okay, like you're going back to back within 1K seasons, like he's just thrown up, 1,000-yard seasons like here and there, throughout his career, and it's actually pretty amazing. And it was just when he was injured in 17, and then that transition, uh, from Dallas to Oakland, where it was like, oh, like getting used to a new offense, like what's going on here, with Oakland, yeah, or yeah, Oakland was 280, and then 725 with Dallas in 2018, which is actually amounted to 1,000-yard season. He's had 1,000-yard season every year that he's been healthy. He's had 1,000-yard season every single year that he's been healthy. It's the touchdowns where people usually get pissed off at Cooper because you're not getting those extra points. 2019 would have been the Cooper and would have been prime Cooper. Coop got that 99 Madden rating this year. God damn it, sharing the screen, StreamYard. Work with me, not against me. So yeah, just going to show you guys Cooper stats really quick. I mean, maybe that 99 Madden rating got him a little bit more boosted up, a little bit more confident, and he's going to go out there with a little bit of vote of confidence. But I don't know. We'll see. This little blurb here about if Cooper's going to be active against the Bucks, like Jerry is running everyone week 1. Like Jerry is putting everyone out on the field week 1. Jerry's like, we're on Hard Knocks, damn it, I don't give a fuck. Jerry's putting everyone out on the field week 1. Everyone for this team will be ready to go week 1. So yeah, we already know about Cooper's immaculate, receiving yards, touchdowns. We want more. We all want more TDs out of Amari Cooper. I mean, he's getting you on a good year. He's getting you 8. With Dak on the field, Amari Cooper will be perfectly fine. With Dak healthy, Amari Cooper will be perfectly fine. Amari Cooper could be a wide receiver 1 on your team, especially if you're going to go head out those first couple rounds, with some running backs and some quarterbacks in super flex leagues. CeeDee Lamb, really quick. Let me go in and get you guys where Cooper is going. No matter of fact, Amari Cooper went 5-6 in the philanthropy throwdown in Superflex, and in another Superflex league, he went 5-5. So like he was a whole round after Lamb, and then in another one, it was him and Lamb back to back in Superflex. So wide range of outcomes and wide range of possibilities with Cooper. It just depends on how you're feeling on that Dallas team. Are you valuing Cooper more, or are you higher on Lamb? Me, I'm higher on Lamb. In single QB, he went 4-5. Lamb went 4-11. So I mean, it's looking like from the looks of it, Cooper wins more times than not, but a case should definitely be made for the guy that we're going to talk about next, and he is CeeDee Lamb. So let's go ahead and get into CeeDee Lamb, because I'm big on narratives, and the narrative with CeeDee Lamb is they gave him that coveted 88. Oh, talk about Dallas Cowboys, nasty ass Cowboys. Damn it. But I'm gonna have a couple of these guys on my fantasy roster, so it doesn't matter. Does not matter. When we're winning money, your favorite team no longer matters. So 74 receptions on 935 yards, 5 TDs, 143.7 fantasy points his rookie year. But they gave him a coveted 88. Amari Cooper's on a 1-year deal, and I think that Dallas is going to find a way to maybe trade Amari this season to see if they can bolster up their defense. If Dallas can get off to a hot start, if Dallas can get off to a hot start, and if it really depends on how far along Lamb comes and how far along Jarwin comes, because Gallup can be a 2. Gallup can be a 2 regardless of whoever's the 1. He knows his role. Gallup knows his role. Why did you sign Amari on the 1-year deal if it's either you're thinking Super Bowl right now, right now, with all the pieces that we have, and we see who can re-sign after, or either you're going to trade him because you know that, okay, we have a chance to make a playoff run and a deep playoff run, but our defense is going to get us in trouble. We need defense. So I feel like CeeDee Lamb, because of that narrative, he makes the leap this year. I think that he's 1,000-yard. I mean, they could, with Dak under center, they could both be 1,000-yard guys. With Dak under center, they could both be 1,000-yard guys. And Gallup can just continue flirting, 900-yard range. But in 2019, I mean, even Gallup was a 1,000-yard receiver. And that was still with Coop putting up numbers. So I mean, Dak being under center changes a lot for all 3 of these guys. And if you're Jerry and the ring is what you're wanting, you could move on from Cooper and go get you a linebacker or something like that, or if Parsons ain't cutting it or whatever, or doing good enough, or go get you what you need, go fill in some holes. So I think CeeDee Lamb emerges because of that. I think they're going to force CeeDee Lamb into that next step to really be a perennial wide receiver 1. I wholeheartedly think he's going to be the wide receiver 1. Another guy that you guys got to be looking at is Gallup. And by the way, I kind of already touched on where CD was going at. He's in that 4 or 5 round range. Next up, Michael Gallup. And like I said, Gallup, he just knows his role. Gallup just knows his role really fucking well. 5 TDs last year, 843 yards. Obviously, he had to be the wide receiver 3 then. 114.3 fantasy points. I mean, I'll take that from a wide receiver 3. And there's even low end 2s that could be better. But I mean, once again, Dak under center, that changes everything. He could be a 900-yard guy. He could have a CeeDee Lamb-esque stat line. And probably be a wide receiver 2. I can see Gallup being on that low end wide receiver 2, top tier wide receiver 3 range. So Gallup is definitely a guy to be looking out for. And honestly, I don't even think that you gotta spend a whole lot for Gallup. In all honesty, let's see here. Gallup is a Damn, I can't even see on here. See, I don't even think Gallup. Yeah, so Gallup hasn't even been picked yet. We're in the 10th round. Oh, we're in the 10th round, and I'm actually on the clock. See, I don't need another receiver yet. I'll make that pick later. I'll make that pick once I'm off air. Ooh, I should go with the tight end. You know what? No, I'll make that pick right now, and I will go ahead and I'm gonna say that Dallas Goddard and Jalen Hurts will have a connection. I'm gonna take Dallas Goddard as my tight end. I was gonna take Logan Thomas, but I already have Curtis Samuel. We're not gonna go heavy homer. All right. Anyways, no, Michael Gallup though for you guys. See, I don't even think he's gone in the philanthropy. Yeah, he hasn't even gone in the philanthropy throwdown yet. So like we're talking about a 12th round guy, 11th round guy. Um, you know what? He's not anything that you need to be reaching for. But when you get in those later, deeper rounds, you know, definitely a guy look for. He's wide receiver 45. So when you start getting around about considering Antonio Brown, you know, but if you miss out on AB, you know, go get him. Go get Gallup. You know, go get Gallup. Like I have no problems pivoting from AB to a Gallup. You know, around where about like you could probably grab Bateman. You know, where about you're starting to discuss. You know, you're starting to discuss like almost in that kind of Steve-O, Michael Pittman, you know, area. LaVishka, if you're not high on LaVishka and you don't know what to do with, you know, drafting a guy like LaVishka Chenault, draft a guy like with a safe floor, like Michael Gallup. And then finally, the tight end. Listen, Dalton Schultz filled in perfectly for Blake Jarwin, and the word out of camp is that Jarwin is healthy. He's back. He's doing well. I think that Jaws can definitely go out there and be the tight end. Um, if if we can have a tight end 14 finish out of Dalton fucking Schultz, imagine what the actual starter tight end is gonna do. You know, and it doesn't sound like that they even in that that they found something really in Dalton Schultz. It more so is sounding like that Schultz is just going to go right back down to the practice squad, and Jarwin is the guy, and he's going to be the guy out the gate week one. I have no problems grabbing Jarwin if I'm just going to punt tight end like all the way till the end, damn near. I have no problems grabbing Blake Jarwin, you know, and just seeing what the fuck happens. Because once again, I mean, volume is king, and this offense is going to be airing the ball out a lot, and they're going to be throwing the rock a lot, and that's a huge difference maker. That's a huge difference maker. Um, but other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is my breakdown on the Dallas Cowboys. In terms of fantasy friendly, I mean, how fantasy friendly the quarterback position is dependent on the health of the quarterback with this team offense. CeeDee Lamb high on, Cooper I'm high on, but I do believe that there is a narrative of him possibly getting traded. Gallup, I think that he's definitely a worth it pickup and a good pivot point if you miss out on, you know, the ABs and Lavishkas, you know, the guys that you may be high on around that range. If you miss out on them, then this is a good fallback. This is a good safety net. And that's exactly what he's been for in this playbook. He's been the safety net where it's like, oh, well, you know, my other guys are covered. Let's just go to Gallup. And then Jarwin, I think that Jarwin could definitely be a guy. Um, you know, in terms of the passing game, we'll see how they work in the tight end. I mean, but once again, if Schultz can practically fucking finish tight end 14 towards the end of last year, what was it like? I think it was like weeks 14 through 17. I mean, you know, he started really getting along and doing well, some shit like that. I think that Jarwin could, you know, take off. And also, I mean, you got Dak as a starter too. Zeke, I think that we could see some regression. I like him. If I could have, if I'm drafting at the back end, if I could have Zeke as my RB2, you know, if I could go Nick Chubb and then Zeke, right, or some shit like that, Kamara and then Zeke. Um, I'm liking that combination if that's able to fall to me. Um, Eckler, Zeke, some shit like that. Um, 'Cause like I said, I mean, he's going at that. He's going at that 112. Aaron Jones, Zeke, I like. But I feel like Zeke is would be because now you're getting someone that's right at the end of that kind of or kind of you know closer to the end of that top 12 RB. He's probably around about running back 8. Running back like 7, running back 7-ish. You know, but I mean last year fell a little bit short. Last year was you know there were some other guys, and this year there are going to be some guys that are going to be healthy. Do would I rather have Zeke or Jonathan Taylor? I'd probably take Zeke over Jonathan Taylor. You know, I think that could be a switch. I don't know. I like Zeke with the right pairing. You know, Zeke and Gibson could maybe be an all right thing. Except you just know when those two teams are playing each other, there's no running the rock whatsoever. Like it's just going to be an all out fucking passing war because both those teams hate each other. But yeah, this has been fantasy friendly Dallas Cowboys edition. I can't believe I just said that. Cowboys fans are loving it. Cowboys fans are loving the fact that a Washington fan had to cover their team right now. But I hope I did good, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that everyone's season goes well. Hope we're here to make and we help make you guys better fantasy managers. Look out for the very next episode of Fantasy Football Friendly coming at you guys. Yo, Fantasy Football Expo around the corner. I'll be seeing y'all soon. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the rum boys and girls, what to do. Dilly dilly. Let's go.